Just goes to show you can make the most generic movie ever, but as long as you give it a gimmick, everybody will think it's a masterpiece. It never used to be this way. I used to be more fair. I used to like some things. Yet, I always felt like it was just my excuse to try to be nice and avoid conflict. Screw this artsy-fartsy piece of crap, pretentious, overrated film noir wannabe of a movie. It has the same kind of problems I have with every other Nolan movie. You watch it once, you don't need to see it again. And while the movie is actually more colorful than his others, it still suffers from pretentious and overwritten dialogue. But at least some of it feels a little more natural. What a shame. I thought I finally had a Nolan movie I can point to and say, yeah, it ain't my favorite movie ever, but hey, at least he made something I like. Nope, just goes to show you. You ever wonder why you have such an infatuation with things you don't like? You can't stand, yet you can't look away. It gnaws at you like a leech you can't pull off. Okay, so this movie has some problems I didn't notice the first time, but that's okay. No movie is perfect. It ain't like it's praised as one of the greatest movies ever or something. Oh, son of a... Screw this artsy-fartsy... Christopher Nolan, the bane of my existence. His movies are praised as original, yet his ideas are nothing new. Every movie of his is considered a masterpiece, yet they all feel by the numbers. His movies are called intelligent and cerebral, and yet he treats his audience like they can't figure anything out themselves and have the memories of goldfish. You know, once you watch this movie again, there really isn't any new surprises. It's almost like the main reason people like this movie is because it's a standard movie that's only distinguishing factor is that's in reverse chronological order. Okay, so this movie has some problems. What is it that drives me to you, Nolan? What is... Hey! You're stealing my gimmick! I'm supposed to be in gray! Shut up, Neb, I'm doing a bit. What kind of bit? It's too artsy, you wouldn't understand. If it's Christopher Nolan, even I can understand it. See? That's what I'm saying. So, what do I love about this movie so much? Well, I never really took the time to think about it. I just really enjoyed it the first time I saw it. Probably because I thought the idea of doing a movie in reverse order was cool. But does that make it for an entertaining movie? I honestly can't think of any reason to rewatch it. Which is weird. Usually with movies I love, I want to watch them over and over again. But this one? Nah, not really. You know, once you watch this movie again... One movie. That's all I ask. One movie that doesn't talk my ears off, doesn't look desaturated and dull, and for the love of all things holy, doesn't have Michael freaking Caine in it! Is that too much to ask? Memento is a neo-noir movie where this guy Piers has short-term memory loss and forgets things every 5 minutes or so, as he's trying to find a guy who killed his wife with the aid of a cop played by Joe Pantominololi Ding Dong. And how the heck does my Google Doc not call that a spelling mistake? Seriously, look at that. Seeing as how it's Christopher Nolan's second film, it's very low budget and has that independent feel to it. Before he sold his soul to Hollywood and had to hide his lack of original ideas with special effects, he actually had to be creative under these restrictions. So, what do I love about this movie so much? But that all changed because I get to talk about that one Nolan movie I like, Memento, starting right now. Welcome back to Ben Salutes, and when I was a kid, cereal boxes were bigger. You know, I've been hard on Christopher Nolan in the past. I get he's a very well-respected director, but I just find myself so fascinated with his stuff. Not because I love them, hell no, but because I never known something I've had so much dislike for, yet I can't stop thinking about why I dislike them so much. Every new movie he makes, I just have to see it, just to see how much I'm going to dislike it. It's like I have some kind of movie Stockholm Syndrome. But with his new movie Tenet coming out in the summer, I decided to talk about all of his movies. The ones I've seen anyway. Why? Because I have a BDSM fetish. Let's start with the one movie from him I actually do like. Memento. Why not following? Pfft, nobody likes following. Now, where was I?